You feel it in the air. The tank tops go back in the drawer. The hoodie comes out. And your abs? Gone, like they never existed. There are only 2 seasons in the lifting calendar: cutting and bulking. And guess what? Winter's coming. Which means it's officially time to justify bad life choices by calling it a clean bulk. The only time of the year where you can eat like a depressed raccoon and call it structured growth. You're not lazy. You're in a surplus. You didn't fall off your diet. You switched goals. This isn't about performance. It's about getting fat strategically. And now every meal is a personality test you keep failing. You tell your friends it's about muscle. You tell yourself it's temporary. And you tell Uber Eats, same order, but add a cheesecake. This isn't just nutrition. This is self-sabotage with macros. Welcome to the bulk. Let's ruin your definition and call it discipline. Chapter 1. The clean bulk lie. You told yourself it'd be different this year. No dirty bulking. No late-night binges. You were going to do it right. High protein, moderate carbs, good fats, a clean surplus. 3 days in, and you're eating lasagna out of a Tupperware while whispering, "It fits my macros." Here's the truth. A clean bulk is like a long-distance relationship. It sounds noble until you get hungry. Because no one has the willpower to bulk on boiled chicken and sadness. Not for 4,000 calories a day. You start strong with oats and Greek yogurt and end your night double-fisting bagels and regret. You're not meal prepping anymore. You're hoarding food like a winter squirrel on TRT. And when your abs disappear, you tell yourself it's just water retention. But it's not. It's cheesecake from last week, still in your bloodstream. Clean bulk? No such thing. It's just the polite way of saying, I'm about to get puffy on purpose. Chapter 2. Clean bulk is a myth. You start the bulk with good intentions. Meal prepped rice, measured oats, chicken breast so dry it qualifies as a choking hazard. You call it a clean bulk because lies taste better when they're macro balanced. You track your food. You weigh your portions. You tell your friends you're dialed in. But 3 weeks later, you're raw dogging peanut butter at 1 a.m., eating lasagna straight from the fridge like a divorced uncle with nothing left to lose, and convincing yourself that granola is healthy as you inhale a Costco bag of it. You say you're clean bulking, but your Uber Eats says otherwise. So does the box of Pop-Tarts in your car. Clean bulking doesn't exist. It's a fantasy made up by people who think discipline can survive 4,000 calories a day. It can't. It never has. Because when the scale stops moving, you don't add more rice. You add more denial. And before you know it, you're out of breath tying your shoes. And your morning abs are just a memory you gaslight yourself into forgetting. But hey, at least you're bulking with integrity, right? Chapter 3. The clean bulk. You told yourself this time would be different. No dirty bulking, no reckless weight gain. Just clean food, calculated macros, and lean mass. That fantasy lasted exactly 3 days. Because a clean bulk is just a diet with extra steps and way more disappointment. You start strong. Chicken, rice, broccoli, meal prep containers, a spreadsheet that looks like it was built by NASA. But by day 4, you're Googling if Pop-Tarts count as fast-digesting carbs. And suddenly, a bowl of cereal at midnight becomes a recovery strategy. The truth is, nobody has ever finished a clean bulk. They just give up quietly and start eating like a sleep-deprived single dad at a gas station. Because clean bulking sounds noble, but real bulking sounds like, yeah, I had 6 slices of pizza for insulin management. You don't need a nutrition coach, you need a therapist and a nap. And when your abs disappear, just whisper, it's for hypertrophy. Even though deep down, it's mostly for comfort. Chapter 4. The dirty bulk spiral. This is where things get dark. You start by tracking macros, then you start estimating, then you just start vibing. You say things like, I'm eyeballing my protein, while inhaling 3,000 calories of drive-through sadness. Your bulk turns into a psychological experiment. How far can you push your body before it pushes back? You convince yourself bloating means growth. This is just temporary water weight. That third dinner was for recovery. You stop wearing fitted shirts and start living in oversized hoodies like a monk in hiding. Every mirror selfie now comes with an apology. And the worst part, you still feel small. That's the mind trap. You're getting softer, slower, sleepier, But the only thing you don't feel is bigger. Welcome to the dirty bulk spiral, where your strength is stalling, but your double chin is thriving. The bulk never ends. You just stop admitting it. At some point, you'll claim you're cleaning things up, not cutting, just eating better, not dieting, just being mindful. You'll swap the cheesecake for Greek yogurt, the pizza for air-fried chicken, the 6 donuts for 5. And suddenly, you're not bulking, you're recomping, which is gym bro code for I have no plan and I'm vibing through the consequences. You tell people the fluff is intentional. You call it off-season mass. But your face is so round, your friends start tagging you in snowman memes. Your hoodie still fits, your jawline doesn't exist. But hey, your bench went up, and that's all that matters until summer. Then the real cut begins, where you panic, slash your calories, do 30 minutes of cardio, and pray your abs weren't just a myth. You'll stare in the mirror like a man searching for meaning, and all you'll find is water retention and regrets. But don't worry, the hoodie season will come again. The bulk will return, and you'll gaslight yourself through another growth phase, fueled by French toast, ego, and denial. So here's to bulking, the beautiful cycle of lying to yourself, until your hoodie becomes your personality.